Hello students, in the second class of multiplexer design, we will discuss how to implement different combinational circuits using multiplexer. Now we start our design with a design of a full adder using multiplexer. And so first of all, this is the truth table of a full adder. We have three inputs, one A, B and carry in, C in, and the outputs are sum and carry out. So according to that, if we write down the SOP form of sum and carry out, obviously the mean terms will be 1 2 4 7 for the sum, and the mean terms for the carry out is 3 5 6 7. So this is very well known to us how to write down this. So this is the truth table of a full adder. Now how to implement a full adder using multiplexer? Now there will be two questions. One is what will be the size of the multiplexer you will select, and depending on this size the design procedure will change. Suppose if suppose we have three input we need three input for full adder. So if we select a 8x1 multiplexer, so in a 8x1 multiplexer we know that we have 8 input lines, 3 selector line and 1 output line. Now we will see what will be the design if we use a 8x1 multiplexer to realize a full adder. So this is the circuit. This is very easy. We will use the selector line as an input, that's it. So we will use the selector line of the input. This is the logic circuit for sum, and this is the logic circuit for carry out. So obviously we know that for the sum, what will be the mean term? 1 2 4 7. So we will connect I1, I2, 4, I4 and I7 to the logic high, that means 1, and rest of the inputs will be connected to 0. Now if I select A, B, C in, if I select 0 0 0, that means if I select I0, the sum will be 0. And if we select I1, by changing the value A0, B0, C1, C in 1, so then the S will be 1, that means logic high. So by doing this, very easily this block actually realize the sum output. Similarly for carry output, we know that what is the carry? Carry is 3 5 6 7. So we will connect logic high to I3, I5, I6 and I7, and logic low, that means 0, to rest of the inputs. Okay, so this is the carry block. So obviously we can join these two. How to do that? We can join like this. This is B and this is your A. So now we have three inputs, so all the inputs are same, so we will not use this. So A, B, C in is the input, and if we say 0 0 0, sum will be 0, carry will be 0. If we say 0 0 1, so 0 0 1, sum will be 1, because 0 0 1 will select I1. What is the input at I1? I1 is 1. In that case, what will be the carry? See, 0 0 1, it will select I1, I1 is 0, so carry is 0. Similarly if we say all 1, so it will select 7. What will be the value of I7? I7 is connected to 1, so S will be 1, and in case of 1 1 1, it will again select I7 is 1, so carry out is 1. So you can check all the input lines, all the inputs for a full adder. You will see this circuit will act as a full adder. Now the problem arises when the design changes. Means if we say we don't have any 8x1 marks, we have only 4x1 marks. Suppose we have two 4x1 marks, how to implement the same circuit? So the problem is in 4x1 marks we have only two selector line. So we don't have any third selector line. So how to connect this A, B, C in there? So for that we need to do some techniques. We will adapt some technique. That technique I will explain here. So first of all, this is the design. First of all I will connect S1 and S0 with A and B, and Cin, since we have only two selector line, we will connect S1 with A and S0 with B, S1 with A and S0 with this B. Now we will decide that Cin will connect to any input. That means we will connect Cin with I0, I1, I2, I3. So how to do that? So first of all you have to do this mapping. Okay, mapping of C1 with the inputs. Now how to do that? Obviously, since we decided that Cin will be connected with inputs, then we'll do this table where here I will write down Cin bar, and this one is Cin, and here at the column I will write down I0, I2, I3, sorry, I0, I1, I2 and I3. Now if we look into the full adder circuit, we will see that the Cin will be 0 for 0, 2, 4 and 6. So that means Cin is equal to Cin complement for 0, 2, 4, 6. So here I will write down 0, 2, this 0, 2, 4, 6, and Cin is 1 for 1, 3, 5, 7. So I will write down at below, I will write down 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay. Now what we will do? Now we will encircle the min terms of sum. So what will be the min terms of the sum? 1, 2, 4, 7. So I will encircle the 1 here, 2 here, 4 here, sorry, 2 here and 7 here. Okay. So so this is the after encircling the sum, what we will do? I will write down. I will take a method. What is the method? If the only the below this term is encircled, I will write down Cin here. If the above one is encircled, I will write down Cin bar. Similarly here 4 is encircled, I will write down Cin bar. And if here the 7 is encircled, I will write down Cin. Now if nothing is encircled, I will write down 0. If the 2 means 2 and 3 in some design, in this case this happens in some design, if both the terms, both the upper and lower terms are encircled, then I will write down the 1 here. If nothing will be encircled, I will write down 0 there. Okay, I will write down 0. So that you will see in carry section. So obviously the I0 will be Cin, I1 will connect to Cin bar, I2 will be connected to Cin bar, and I3 will be connected to Cin. So by doing this mapping, we can write down, we can draw this. See here I0 and I3 will connected to Cin. So I0 is connected to Cin and I3 also connected to Cin, but I1 and I2 is connected to Cin bar. So this is output of the complement, sorry, of a NOT gate. So this is Cin bar. So this is the sum portion, and the carry portion we will do the same thing. So what will be the min terms in carry? The min terms in the carry is 3, 5, 6, 7. So I will encircle, we will encircle the corresponding 3, 5, 6 and 7. Now what will be the case? Since nothing is encircled, no term is encircled there, I will write down 0 here. Since this 3 is encircled, so I will write down Cin here. I will write down Cin. Similarly, Cin here, and both the terms 6 and 7 both are encircled, so I write down 1 here. So how to connect the inputs? So we will connect I0 with 0 and I3 with 1, and I1 and I2 with Cin. So I3 is 1, I0 is 0, and I1 and I2 with Cin. So this is the carry block. So this circuit will now work as a full adder. If we check that, suppose if we set A, B, C in all are 1, suppose we set that 1, this is 1, this is also 1. So obviously the sum and carry both will be 1 according to the carry out, according to the logic of full adder. So say, just check here. So A1 and B1 is 1. So obviously I3 will be selected. And what is the input at I3? I3 is connected to C in, which is basically 1. So S will be 1. Clear? Now again, since S1 and S0 both are 1 1, so I3 will be selected. Again I3 is connected to 1, so C out will be 1. So it is verified that this circuit will act as a full adder circuit. So we can design any combinational circuit using this 4x1 or 8x1 mux, and we can also design the same thing using decoder also. Okay, so in the next circuit we will implement different combinational circuit using decoder. You can try for full adder. Please try, write down the full adder circuit, full subtractor circuit, write down the truth table and write down the expression for difference and borrow out, then implement the same logic, same process, same mapping process, and we can design a full adder, a full subtractor circuit using multiplexer.